All right, welcome out to the Monarch Building, home to artisans and creatives in the heart of Ogden's Nine Rails Arts District. This is Van Sessions. So Van Sessions is where we play live music sets in a van inside the Monarch Building. My name is R. Brandon Long, alongside Todd at the top, and we are the Banyan Collective. Today, Van Sessions is proud to partner with Ogden City Arts, Ogden First, and First Friday Art Stroll. Van Sessions is a live studio audience podcast. So this is being recorded, featuring semi-acoustic sets in a van here at the Monarch. You can find all Van Sessions podcasts on iTunes and Spotify. Please subscribe if you love what you hear tonight. You can find all other Banyan Collective podcasts, which we produced in that trailer over there in Creative Suite 1 and 2, including the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show, Literally, Leaky Waders, Nine Rails Arts Podcast, and for those of you worried about money in the new year, we have a podcast called Through the Pines. It's a financial podcast. So search the Banyan Collective on iTunes, YouTube, or your favorite podcast app. Share the love tonight. Tag Van Sessions or at the Monarch in all of your social media posts. And up right now, which I didn't even tell him how we were going to do this, but up right now is Branson Anderson. So go ahead, Branson, kick us off with your first song.
Okay, here goes. My Battlebone Daisy, my San Francisco baby. My 1-2 complaint. You got a brand new soul, honey. Mine's quaint. Meet me at the Rooster. Ooh. Any old December. I'll take any month that I can. August, July, September. Yeah. Write me an email. Yeah. Pay me off my prints. Mail me a female. Ooh, blow me a kiss. When it's not time in California. Woo! What are you thinking? Yeah. When it's not time in Nevada. Yeah. I'm dreaming about you.
Yeah. Branson Anderson here on Van Sessions. Thanks. Branson, is this your second time in the van or third?
Second time.
Second time in the van?
Yep, that's right.
And since we last talked, you released an album, Applecore Baltimore.
Yeah.
I already gushed over it to you earlier, so...
yes, thank you for that.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't heard it, go to Spotify. Please download or wherever good albums are sold. Applecore Baltimore. Branson, I love it because it has some different unique songs on there. It does have a theme, but then you get a little crazy in a couple of them. So
yeah, much to my mother's dismay.
Is that?
She was a little weirded out by it.
How was the process? Where'd you record it at?
I recorded it in American Fork in Joshua James's studio.
Okay.
And with this one, he did my last one as well, but with this one, we're more on each other's page. We knew better. we knew each other better. And when I first walked in there for the first record, we were strangers, so it was a little awkward, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't. But we had our friend Josh Snyder there as well, who's another musician and sound guy from down Provo area, and just the three of us working together and bouncing ideas off each other and being comfortable and being better acquainted.
Were you more confident the second time around expressing your opinion and saying, well, I want it to sound like this?
Yeah. Whereas at first I was just really scared.
Yeah.
And then I was less scared, still nervous, but...
Well, the album is incredible. Now, these two here joining you tonight, did they play on the album?
No, they didn't. This is our third time playing together.
Oh, nice.
I believe.
Okay.
So this is Elijah White on the bass and Joshua Arena on the drummies. So
the mini drum set here tonight.
Yeah.
So Elijah has been in the van like 3 or 4 times, I think, hanging with different bands. So welcome back, Elijah. Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. So Branson, fantastic. How long has that album been out?
It's been out since September.
Since September?
Yeah.
Good response from fans?
Yeah.
And you've been touring a little?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to California, Idaho a couple of times, in Oregon, and I was just in Montana.
You were on a morning show there.
Yeah, that's right.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Montana, that strikes me as your kind of music. They like that kind of music.
They like the old folk and blues stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I haven't really introduced them to the heavier stuff yet, but we're breaking them in slow up there.
I love it, man. Okay, tell us about this next song.
Okay, this next song is called Dessert. The only thing I can say about this song, how's that level on the guitar? Is that okay? Is that the only thing I say about this song is that when I named it Dessert, it was too late to change the name when I realized how stupid the name was. I was going to call it Funeral, but then Sammy Brew already had a song called Funeral, so I couldn't do that either. So here goes. When you have my funeral, boys, I won't attend. I'll be trying hard to live though, so many folks want me dead. And I'll be so far down that road. Yes, this romance sooner do me in than this old semi's heavy load, old boy. And if you don't need me, then leave me, don't you flirt. Yes, I'll have your man for dinner, mama, and have you for dessert. I'll make your circus insecure. I don't need your scams, I'll need a few ounces of mercy, mama, at least 180 grams, old boy. Go up to the mountaintops, that's where the world is clean. It's down in the valley, I heard talk, but hear no speech. The kids there climb ladders and get themselves a spot, and I scale the trees, run the rocks until I reach my mountaintops, oh yeah. Thank you.
Branson Anderson, Van Sessions. Again, this is being recorded live as a podcast. If you like what you hear, go to Van Sessions on Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, and follow along at home. Branson, I was like, yeah, we're going to have Branson Anderson on. I love his sound. It's and then I didn't know what to say. Like, how do you explain your own sound?
I mostly tell people who I listen to, and then they put it together from there. I listen to a lot of Dylan, a lot of Johnny Cash, and a lot of White Stripes.
How about Elvis? Any Elvis?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I get that vibe, too, as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
And, yeah, no, that's fantastic. And so, that it's a good, nice historical references for that music, but it's not necessarily popular right now. So does that you take that into consideration? Or you don't care? Just play your sound?
It works out pretty good because I'm just doing a more contemporary take of what they did back then, and it works out good because not a lot of people are into that music, so it sounds new to them, but it's really not.
No, it sounds fantastic.
It's quite a ripoff.
But when it's done right,
Whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's done right, and so you do a fantastic job.
Thanks, thank you. I hope so.
All right, so this is, you're so good that I wish I had some superpowers to like tell the world and you could just take off. But let's pretend you're touring.
Okay.
Who would open for Branson Anderson?
Like a fantasy opener.
Yeah, fantasy opener. Yeah, who's your dream opener for Branson Anderson?
My dream opener would be. I love Dave Van Ronk.
Who's that?
He was an old guy from the 60s Greenwich era. He was one of the folk guys that came out of the Greenwich area.
Still touring? Is that something he'd have to come back and do?
He would have to come back from the dead.
Yeah, from the dead. Yeah. That tells you how much I know. Okay, sweet.
Or Jackson C. Frank. I like his album. That's the Blues Run the Game guy. That's a pretty big song. That record was produced by Paul Simon, which is pretty cool. Or maybe Blind Willie McTell.
These are all people I haven't heard of. You guys probably are very familiar with.
Well, let me think. I just love Johnny Cash so much.
Let's bring him back.
Let's say Johnny Cash.
Yeah. He'll open for Branson.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Although I wouldn't feel right about that. I don't like that.
Yeah. All right. Next song. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Okay. This next song is actually a Dave Van Ronk number. So
I'm getting
I don't know if you saw the.
Did you set that on something? I'm getting feedback on one of these.
What am I doing?
It's that. It's the guitar. Let's move that guitar. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good.
Okay, I'm gonna kick the guitar back on now.
Okay.
How we doing?
And we're good. All right. Okay. Song number 2, 3.
Yeah.
Which one's this one?
This is called Sunday Street.
Sunday Street.
Yeah. Not a dollar, not a nickel, not a penny to my name. I'm the king of Tap City and I'm out of the game. But a nickel up, a nickel down, another nickel gone. I ain't got a nickel left to carry me on now. If I ever get back onto my feet, I move from Saturday Alley up to Sunday Street. Ooh. Well, I'll get a paradise that makes me 7 all the time. I'm going to be living on the chicken and wine. I want caviar, 4-star Johnny Walker Black, and 6 pretty women in my gold Cadillac. It pays for to be discreet when you're talking to the king of Sunday Street. Ooh, yeah. Well, my hands are shaking, I ain't feeling well from drinking King Kong liquor and a cheap muscatel. But a little taste of bourbon and breakfast in bed and $6 million couldn't raise the dead. It's just me and the other elite raising high class hell out on Sunday Street. Oh, here I go. Well, now everybody says I'm talking out of my head, but nobody badmouths a man with the bread. I said that all the whores are gonna drop their drawers and say, there goes the man who mugged Santa Claus. If I get back onto my feet, move from Saturday Alley up to Sunday Street, you know I will. Not a dollar, not a nickel, not a penny to my name. I'm the king of Tap City and I'm out of the game. I'm just nickel up, a nickel down, another nickel gone, and I ain't got a nickel left to carry me on. It's just me and the other elite, raising high class hell out on Sunday Street. Thank you.
Branson Anderson on Van Sessions. BransonAndersonmusic.com is where you can find more of Branson Anderson. And then are you touring or doing any live shows? Where can we see like a full set?
Let's see. The next show is Urban Lounge in Salt Lake on next Friday, the 9th.
Very
opening
nice.
for Danny Warsnup. Thursday, sorry. Yeah.
Next Thursday.
Thursday the 9th. Thank
Very
you
good.
for that.
Elijah, that's what your wingman is for.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so what's the plan here, Branson? How can we get you out there to the world?
I think at this point it's just touring and a lot of pleading.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. I think that touring is the answer. I think there's different tactics for different genres of music. Most people are better at marketing than I am, so I think just
no, you're good at stick with the music side.
Yeah. Well, I try, but that side seems less important when it comes to getting heard.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That sucks. Okay, so making music. How much is in your head right now? You just put an album out. Is this like ready for another one, or are you good for a while?
I'm ready, but I can't decide which idea I want to go with. I got a few different ideas, and I'm afraid of. I'm not quite ready to start doing heavy touring with the band, so I'm doing a lot of solo touring still. So I'm afraid of marking myself as a folk musician and not a rock guy.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure which. I'd hate to like make a rock album and then lead people to believe that that's what I do, and then make a folk album right after that, and then have people be confused. And because I can fit into both worlds pretty well. Like I could go to San Francisco or something and play a rock show and go really well. But if I played a rock show at one of these rural places that I go to in like Montana or Wyoming, then it would probably confuse people. And
that's such a good problem to have.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. We're doing okay though.
Right on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just take it a day at a time.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us here inside the Monarch Building in Van Sessions. Again, Branson
Thanks for
Anderson.
having us.
Follow Branson, you guys. Branson, we'll be seeing big things from you in the future. I'm stoked. So I kind of am interested to hear what the rock side looks like. Sounds like.
Come to Urban Lounge on Thursday.
There you go. Right on. All right, take us out. Awesome.
Okay. I'll plant a feather and grow me a bird or two. I'll write a letter and build me a word for you. My vultures will scavenge me each and every time I speak. Violently ravaged with my flesh between their beaks. Oh, I'm out of town chasing all the fresh debutantes. In all the places where my poor lonely ghost haunts. And I never met a Mackenzie that I did not want. In this cosmic haystack, I believe that I found a needle. The world is so lonesome a place because it's full of people. The constant beauty surrounding me is ugly alone. So give it to someone who has someone of their own. Oh, I'm out of town chasing all the fresh debutantes. In all the places where my poor lonely ghost haunts. I never met a Mackenzie that I did not want. One-sided extortion, I pimp myself out to the masses. My mind has abortions that leave only death-colored glasses. Oh God, forgive me for all the sorrow I felt. Am I going to hell for something that just cannot be helped? Oh, I'm out of town chasing all the fresh debutantes. These mockingbirds' wings have been clipped, but still at me they laugh. Though mothers would smother their babes to taste freedom I have. As great as I am is as evil as I could become. So don't toy with my darkness, darling, unless you're prepared to run. Run, I'm out of town chasing all the fresh debutantes. In all the places where my poor lonely ghost haunts. And I never met a Mackenzie that I did not want, that I didn't want. Thank you.
Branson Anderson on Van. I love that song. Thanks so much for playing that song.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites.
Thanks for having me.
Mackenzie, you write these songs. The Mackenzie part kills me.
Oh yeah, that's a made-up person. Mackenzie's a boy.
I love it so much. Thanks everyone for coming out. Look for the upcoming podcast version on iTunes and Spotify by searching Van Sessions. Huge thanks to Mothers of Mayhem and, of course, Branson Anderson. We'll be right back here for First Friday. We'll see you next month. Good night, everyone.